For this week's Leaks and Catches, we're diving into the world of burgers, with Burger King being backed by Bridgepoint to open multiple new stores in the UK, and McDonald's having a fantastic Q1. Analysing the spend patterns of 2.2 million UK consumers with these two brands reveals that they're both fighting over exactly the same consumers. They're unsplittable from an age profile perspective. In fact, the only brand that really stands out as different is Five Guys, who are clearly winning the youth market. However, when we actually turn to look at whether McDonald's or Burger King are picking up new customers, McDonald's may have recorded great results, but they are actually losing customers, whereas Burger King are capturing net new customers, which has to be a great result for them. But of course, the devil is always in the detail, and when we actually look at McDonald's customers to see where else they spend, i.e. do they leak money to McDonald's rivals, the answer is McDonald's customers are phenomenally loyal. They may be losing customers, but the ones they've got are incredibly loyal and obviously spending more. Up to 70% of their base only spends with them. So they're really only losing a little bit of money or leaking a bit of money to rivals. When we look at Burger King, it's a very different picture. Only 20% of their customers are entirely Burger King fanatics. Of course, this will come down to distribution as well, which is the very reason that Bridgepoint are opening up so many different stores. But even so, it's striking when you look at the share of wallet that Burger King wins of their customers. So this is purely looking at people who spent at Burger King. Burger King customers actually spend more of their money with McDonald's than they do with Burger King. So there's a tremendous opportunity for Burger King to actually take more money off their existing customers. Looking at this from the other perspective, McDonald's is picking up 80% of the burger spend of McDonald's customers. Only a very small proportion is actually going to Burger King. In this analysis, we've looked at what percentage of customers who've spent with any of these chains has spent with Burger King, and it's 24% in Reading. I've got to be honest with you, I live in Reading and I didn't even know there was a Burger King, but it's somewhere out by the airport. I shall probably have to go out there. However, when we look at the same analysis for McDonald's, you can see that pretty much everybody who's bought from one of these chains has bought from McDonald's. So what's the conclusion of all this? Well, Burger King is leaking a huge amount of spend at the moment, but has a fantastic opportunity as a result. McDonald's may be getting more money from existing customers, but customers are walking out the door.